The place to be on Sundays is right here on the Signal 284 from 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. with your lovely crew, Lola, Hennessy, and your boy T to the E to the J. Juicy topics on all things love and relationships. Listeners' discretion is advised. The views and opinions of the Lovelink Show does not necessarily reflect the views and opinions of the Signal 284 staff or team. This show is intended for mature audiences only. Listeners' discretion is advised. We are not experts, however, we are just a set of opinionated people having conversations that we would usually have off air amongst each other on air, along with the help of the internet. Please, we ask that you censor your words once you're calling in, as we know one can become very passionate. So try your best to be as creative as you can. Here, we use love muscle and love muffin when necessary. When texting, please make a reference to your message, as sometimes we have already moved on and are not exactly sure what you're responding to. So, in order to avoid confusion, help us to help you. Please remember that this show is completely listener-based for now. So we want to hear from you, our listening audience. You can hit us up at 284-544-6677, whether it be on WhatsApp, call, or text, or straight text. Or if you're on the website, you can just message us. It's anonymous any which way. To keep up with us, you can check in with us on our socials at The Signal 284 for Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok.
All right, good night. Good night, good night, good night, good night. And this is the Love Link Show. This is your girl, Lola, alongside
your girl Hennessy, alongside
your boy T to the E to the J,
alongside
Aaron Parolin.
Glenda Lamont. Gio.
So we given our real names. We didn't discuss about that before the show, but that's okay.
That's okay.
That's
You
you're
coulda
giving
used
your
anything.
you're giving your
Jedi.
real names.
And yeah.
Jedi. That's what I was expecting you to say.
Yeah.
Right.
What's that?
Jedi?
Jedi.
That's
Okay,
good.
so
That's-
Jedi, Gio, and
And yeah.
NJR.
I was like, who the-
So
who the
those
heck
are the
is Glenda?
names. Those are the names that we are going to be referring to them tonight. Today is a very, very special night. We actually do have quite a bit to discuss tonight. But before we get into that, what is tonight's topic?
The real reason men don't want you. The real reason men putting you in the friend zone.
Hey, be a reason.
You would have to hold the mic, sweetie.
You forget. Yeah, you have forget. Yeah, put it.
Hello,
Yeah.
hello.
Hi. There you go. There you go.
I'm gonna bust a tip.
A pin it on.
All right, so tonight's topic might sting a little bit, but it's something that we really have to talk about.
Right.
It's something that, we want to know the real reason men don't want you. So before we begin, I don't want anybody to feel as though we're bashing women. Tonight is not about bashing women. As Gio said before the show, it's about education. We want you to understand, why did he ghost me? Why doesn't he call me back? Etc., etc. We're gonna have some honest conversations tonight.
This show. On the show and not necessarily the truth of the matter.
I don't see at the bottom of GIS.
That means you're reading the fine print. Read the fine print. That could be help you with a reason too.
Yeah, man.
All right, so it's about 6 of us in here. However, we still want to hear from the listening audience. We do have our set, I don't want to say fans, but fans. We do have our set fans, guys.
Feeling and all.
And we want to hear from them. So we encourage them to do all form of I-ness, whether it is
What's that word?
iMessage,
All forms of I-ness.
Oh,
That came from me.
Yes.
They want the
I'm an Android.
No, we were anti-Android.
madness.
First of all, what we're not going to do is, okay,
And it's so good. I'm usually outnumbered, but tonight I have more users. Just saying. But any which way, moving along. You can iMessage, you can FaceTime audio, you can WhatsApp call, you can send a message under the live. We want to hear from you because just in case we are talking
Wakataka.
Womp, 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 womp.
yeah, so Wakataka, guys, just to pick up the speed. Wakataka, if you're talking Wakataka,
Waka
we know you.
nonsense.
Yes, nonsense.
That's not Chingtao.
Okay. All right. So we're gonna start things off because I'm gonna follow because I have to follow. This is a man's show tonight, so I don't have much to say. You guys have to tell us why you do what you do. But for us ladies, those 2 ladies in the room, what reasons we think they don't study us?
Wait, pardon me? What reasons?
What do you
Them don't
think it
care?
is?
Sorry, they do not care.
Do you think that they lose interest?
In what? They never had
They
it.
never had-
So
okay.
they've never had interest in the first place. 1, 2, you're probably just a booty call.
Oh my God.
I only like you for that reason and nothing else. But see what happened is, should I continue?
Go ahead.
We listening.
Go ahead.
Bill him a case, bill him a case.
So see what happens. No, but going against us someone now because we don't pick up the red flags. We don't read them, even though they're waving them in our face. Yeah, but they genuinely don't care.
What about they just not ready for a relationship?
With you,
You shouldn't have had on a red shirt.
a man going to tell you, I do not want a relationship, and forget to tell you that with you, Pat, because by the time now he done move on to the next person, you see pictures posting, oh, the love of my life. But you were just saying, what you
So
mean?
maybe he doesn't know what he wants.
They never know
That's-
until they know.
That seems so, guys. Y'all taking this?
So I want to interject a bit,
You
right?
gotta kiss the mic a little bit.
Because you could only be a booty call if you allow yourself to be a booty call. That's the first thing. So a lot of ladies, some ladies are comfortable with being booty calls because they want sex just like us. So you could only be a booty call if you
I don't agree.
Hold on, if you allow yourself to be a booty call, because if a man call you at 2 a.m. in the morning,
It's a booty call.
it's a booty
First
call.
of all,
so if
booty-
you answer your phone at 2 a.m. in the morning, you know you're getting your chick slapped.
First of all, right? Booty calls aren't 2 a.m. anymore. Okay? You
12
have a
o'clock,
high
12
in the
p.m.,
day.
12 p.m.,
Okay?
1 p.m.
Okay.
But you know what I mean.
You understand what I'm
You know what I
saying?
mean. You know what
They
I
keep
mean.
in communication with you when they breadcrumb you enough to be like, oh, let me just keep talking a little bit, just keep her there, you know what I'm saying? I'm just saying.
What about those persons that once you don't call it what it is? You know, some people.
Like the masking.
Yeah, no. Like they go
just
through the
don't put that-
motion
yeah.
until it's defined.
Right.
When they define, all of a sudden now it's like, oh, I ain't that.
Right. So that's where I wanted to interject when she was saying what she was saying.
Okay.
But let me tell you something, right, Gio? Sometimes we have an understanding at the beginning, but then you want to slip things through the crack.
Somebody catch feelings.
Correct.
I didn't want to say that part because I ain't reached
All
there
of the
yet.
feelings, though. All of the feelings.
At the beginning, we had an understanding, mutual understanding.
This is what it is. Correct.
You know what I'm saying?
Non-verbal.
You
Facts.
like, I like this, you like it. Because I go, so I want to say it. I scratch right back.
Yeah,
You
so
like
you're saying, yeah.
You like the sex, I like the sex. You see
Right.
what I'm saying? And we have an understanding at that part right there. in between that, you might have had somebody courting you while I was courting you. I probably was the one that slipped through the crack. So it reached a point now where sometimes as men, the reason why we try to dip out because we dip out before things get a little too serious. Because we understood from the inception what this whole thing was about.
Correct.
It was just about this. So we put up, as you say, waving flag, we put our goalpost down. This is it.
But
Goalpost stop right here.
what about when them tell you don't fall in love, you know?
They're gonna always say that because you know what they're gonna say?
Don't
You know what they're gonna
fall in
say? By this, you know, when you're having a casual conversation about sex and so forth, they like to throw out what they have good.
The vundun.
You check what I'm saying? What they have good.
The vundun.
Right. They gonna throw what they have good. Okay. You bite, boom, 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 boom. It going on a little while, it going on a month, it going on 2 months, it going on 3 months, 4 months, 5 months, 6 months, 7 months. It might come a point in time. This person on get a little lonely, might have a friend that get in a relationship, might want to see you as that person, and the first red flag you gonna pick up when you start to get in arguments with somebody that you having casual sex with.
Correct.
You having casual sex with this person, and you getting in argument, relationship type of argument.
But all of
Yeah,
it-
check what I'm saying.
But all of it, I mean, not to like just generalize so quickly, but you know, all of it is relationships, all of it is feelings, and I finally, as of late, I'm recognizing that on this program, one of the key things I'm always beating on the head is communication, right? It always stems back to communication. What have been communicated, and do we need an upgrade on what's being communicated? Do we need a powwow session?
Yes, we
You
need
know
a
what I'm
power
saying?
session.
We need
a power
it,
session
but-
because, like my boy said, from the inception, this is what we agreed on.
Right.
Whether we fully committed to it or not, and then all of a sudden somebody changed the contract. We got to renegotiate.
I think
I can I interject real quick? Because I just want y'all to know 9 times out of 10 is the man who catch the feelings.
I
so
disagree.
you ain't
I
no.
don't
That's
agree.
really upset, but that's
No.
what Aaron said.
I don't agree.
I disagree.
He leave because
So,
like,
don't
what
agree.
happened
so the
in
number
her-
is too high?
Yes.
So what number is more realistic?
Probably like 6.
I agree.
Like a 6
Maybe like a 6 if we're gonna be honest.
Yeah, 6.
Okay.
Yeah.
Maybe like a 6.
But it's mostly us women.
Because I'll tell you why
So how
the
will be
women.
mostly if the men is 6 out of 10.
Because when I came in here, what we were playing, tell me what you want. You gonna be home playing that on your Sunday, and we gonna be playing. You gonna meet me in the club. We gonna be playing all that 50.
No,
You check what I'm saying?
Listen, it's boy.
Them getting to the end, Pat. We just in the beginning.
But see what happened is
Yeah, what happened?
good sex equals we together. Even if we didn't define it in the beginning. For some women. Let me just say some, not all, because it's not all women think the same.
No.
Some women.
Some gangsters.
Correct.
Yeah, like they will just hit and go too. Like, yeah. So some women, once the sex is good, you're the only one at the time, and you hitting it real good all the time, then
you gonna be there.
automatically,
You can catch feelings.
like, yeah.
And I think naturally too, women are the more emotional creatures.
We are.
Yeah, very much,
so
very much.
They're very emotional. So like
Yes.
Tia said, once you put it on properly, they latch on to you without even you knowing.
Colleague.
Hennessy.
Hennessy. Sorry.
Colleague, let me show something here. When you have to also remember, Biggie always made that statement, because y'all don't know how to act when the tongue go down below. You have to understand, right? There's certain things we as men, you need to know how far to engage
Correct.
and how far not to engage, because when you take certain things to a different level
Correct.
when it comes to sex,
Correct.
deal with the repercussions. We
Yes.
have to deal with repercussions,
Correct.
which is you move from the friend zone to the feeling zone.
Hello.
So if you know, if you're Gio,
If you know, but you don't know something.
if you know Gio, if you know you're gonna plan this thing properly, and you ain't want to get no feelings, come quick and go about your business.
Yeah, but then no, there's a flip side to that. No, yeah, a flip side to that because
Tell me.
I know you know what
I
I'm gonna
know what you're going to
You-
say.
Use Hennessy, you know, anything possible.
Correct.
But right? Listen, You go do that now, and now they mess up your name.
She gonna call you
You
back.
see the same thing?
Yeah,
They
she gonna
mess
call
up
you
your
back. Yeah,
name,
she
so
gonna call
it's
you
like
back.
Oh,
a
so you
catch
only
22.
doing it to just basically impress.
So yes, that's all they
But
doing.
when you impress, no,
Listen.
you hook her.
Correct.
Let's say the way I say, I read a scripture someplace. Say a name is a good name is rather to be chosen than riches or something like that. So again, what
So it's for your ego. It's for your ego.
my word and my what?
But yeah, it's all I got in the wall.
Okay.
Yeah.
Correct.
So now
Oh, I want to know my what am I want?
my word and my balls.
Oh, okay. Sorry, I didn't know. I didn't know.
I know I'm with you. I'm with you.
So and we could take that figuratively, meaning that do you have the kahunas? Do you have the backbone? Can you stand by what you're saying? You understand? So no, you trying to talk and then you know.
Oh, that happens a lot of times. But any which ways.
Okay, so I want to ask a question now, though. Again, I was just telling them that my best friend is a guy. And one of the things that he admitted to me before the show was that he does not like a woman that is giving off masculine energy.
Oh, I got something for that.
I think that's something.
You have a pill? You have an antidote?
No.
My sister-in-law will say I have an injection for that.
Because you're feeling her. She pretty. She checks off all the boxes, but lot of mussy. She ain't feminine enough. Is that
Who fault that for?
Relative to something.
You gotta break that one
Who
down a little bit
fault
more.
is that for?
what do you mean?
That could probably be.
She too independent, you know. You see when
I don't understand this
I don't-
independently.
No, you got some
You know, you got some
talking.
women.
Yeah, because
Some women that
Spanish
grow up
up.
through a lot of
A
men.
lot of men.
And the
Lot of brothers, lot of
the testosterone level higher in them than the estrogen part, right?
Facts.
Right? So
Facts.
there's something I say to my wife, right? And I'll just be candid with her. Last she gonna kill me for saying this, but I'm gonna say it, right?
Don't do it. Don't do it. We got advocate.
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead.
You can't want to be pushing up your chest like a man.
I can't take man talk.
Want to be treated like a lady. And then turn around and act like a baby. You have to decide.
correct.
You have to you
Pick your
understand
struggle,
where I'm
pick your
coming
struggle,
from.
pick your struggle.
Pick your
Listen, he just legit labeled. That's how
That's
women
women.
are. That's
Thank
how
you.
we are.
Because
No,
I
legit.
I understand y'all. So
That's how we are.
when that time you can't
You
want
gotta
to
say
be
that again. Somebody sitting in here that one.
right. So you can't be pushing your chest up like a man. You check what I'm saying? Want to be treated like a lady and act like a baby.
It's true. You need to be. That's a boy or something right there. That's
That's
no,
right.
that's
But
true.
we don't call him baby. Hey, baby.
That's a good point.
You check
No,
what I'm
it's
saying?
very true.
But when you really think about it, women sometimes confuse us.
Okay.
Y'all do confuse us sometimes.
Tell us.
because,
Tell us.
But them three thing right there.
Right there. There ain't need no more explanation than that.
Right.
Yo.
So, in the beginning aspect of any situationship, right? In the beginning aspect any situationship,
No relationship.
Sorry.
we might come together based on the laws of attraction,
Right.
right? You take it a step further, we entertain our attractions. You take it a step further, and for some strange reason, alcohol might get in between it,
Oh,
Oh boy.
or a moment might happen, or
a touch.
both of us might travel someplace unknowingly to each other, and we put up. And then
It sounds like a
what we
real
had
story.
what we had in mind from high school
This sounds like a real
come to
story.
pass.
Correct.
Come to pass, right? I
Various
speaking all by experience.
We
Various in
we
it.
fulfilling
Wait,
dreams.
I just get a message. He can get put out.
Oh.
No man, I love my wife, man.
No, we gonna advocate. It's okay.
Yes.
We link in love, not separating
Right.
love. Let's go.
So, you see that put up at it.
It trigger you. We got you, man. Don't worry
Nah, man,
about
I
it.
good.
We-
So, like I saying, situations happen where you get involved now, and all this thing it was never, as Gio said, it was never communicated from the beginning aspect of it. What is we really getting involved in? You know, I gonna hit us. I gonna wait 6 months, 7 months down the line to come ask us what it says we got.
You want a label?
Or-
We want a label.
Or you very well know what you were doing.
We want a label.
We have to blame somebody.
You want the label?
We have to blame somebody.
Okay. You know why a man ain't gonna give you that label? Because he understood from the beginning how it happened, you know.
Correct.
Right.
If this happened over alcohol, in the back of our minds, we're gonna always question who else is happening with.
Oh my
over
God.
alcohol?
Yeah, correct.
If this is this the first time it happened with us?
This could be a
You check
trend,
on
this could
saying?
be a habit.
We can't think like
These
a
things-
man, you know, Henny. So
these
we gotta
things,
listen.
It's a trigger. It's a trigger for us as men. So we know if now we see this thing.
You
God
might not
bless.
ask, you
God bless women with some beautiful bodies. God bless women with that thing between your leg. That it'll hook man. It gonna get man catch up. Some of us that have to be strong enough to bounce before we get catch.
All right, Joseph.
Listen. Oh.
Yusuf.
I understand with the confusion thing, because that's just how women are. I have to admit that that's what we do. We don't communicate it, and then we get caught up, and then wait 6 months
But-
and be like, so what we doing that time? You will
But then
know.
what happens if she's only giving off friendly vibes, but she's interested, but waiting for you to take the lead? That's also confusing as heck.
That is
Because
big
it's not communicated, as Gio keeps saying. Is you're unclear with your intentions.
No.
But really and truly, nobody likes to be rejected.
True.
So I feeding off of your vibe. If we gelling, but then you ain't advancing, then I can think in my heart you don't want me. So why would I pull myself out there to get shame off?
That
You
happens.
understand?
You know they say.
Yeah, I know what that is.
This is that type of thinking right there is certain parts of the VA women type of thinking. Because that doesn't happen in every
Culture.
culture. You'll meet some women, don't ask them nothing. They asking you. They coming straight off the
They
bat.
want to jump.
Probably 10, 15 years ago, maybe a little before that. But a couple of years ago, I had 2 cell phones in the house. Serious. 2 cell phones in my hand.
I got 2
So-
phones.
You can't sing.
A young lady walk up to me, give me one of them. And I was shocked. I was like, you got my phone? She said, nah, give me phone. Unlock it.
She put on behind it.
She said, you call me after house race. I have never in my life
See something like that.
had a woman locally done something like that. You know what they gonna do? They gonna send a friend by. My
No, but listen.
You laughing?
I
They
don't
got
like that
tested,
you're not
they got
lying, and I
tested.
don't like that you're not lying tonight. I didn't come to agree with you.
I come here to speak
didn't
the
come to
gospel.
agree with you.
come here
But you're in
Speak
line.
the truth. Speak the truth.
Or we stand from a distance and we keep just we watching
Correct.
you. We
I'm
watching
telling
you.
you.
We stalking your socials. We checking everything, but we ain't saying nothing.
Nothing.
Burn the clothes off your back through their eyes. Though.
No.
You're right. Culture has a part to play with that.
I'm telling you, because we are a resolved culture.
We
It's
are.
even about culture. I'm telling you,
We
I
are.
would. I the fear of rejection.
The fair rejection.
Yeah.
But then men do it too.
Fear
I
of
think
rejection.
Men do it too.
Sometimes too. I think it'd be a mix. I think like I see the generation like from my parents, right? You will hear their stories of how they courted, and that sounds so romantic and sweet and nice. He wrote a letter and he went to my mother, and he spoke to my father. But then we in a generation that all pairs they keep it 100, and you hear your girlfriend story, and a man they come up to me here, just know one here, he tell me, girl, I like you. I've been looking for you, and I come when I see you, I
Yeah,
have
but
to
them
say
is the
something.
players.
No,
and that's
but-
being being honest. If you pushing yourself up like and talking to me like that, I can be like, just as he say, how much other woman you throwing out a lot of
but-
lines, and who bite.
Right, but so I
I'm not going to think you're genuine.
But you have both thoughts. You got a thought of I would like a guy to come to me that way, but the guys that might come the way of my parents, them
Yes.
tradition, he might be seem so timid because he himself don't know which, you know what I mean, and you know, and then at the same time, a guy that coming straight forward, you like, you know, you might actually like him, and as much a player you might think he is. If you like a person, that's what another thing. When a woman like a man ain't got guess. Man don't really got to guess.
Correct.
When, especially nowadays.
Say,
when,
wait. Repeat that again. When a woman.
like a man, men don't necessarily have to guess. Listen, she gonna put
That she
things
like
out
him.
there. Yeah, she gonna put things out there that she likes this guy.
I beg to differ.
Only if a man
beg to differ.
I can't agree with that.
Unless,
I beg to
he
differ.
got to be so
Yeah, but
if he a
yeah.
toxic looking kind of guy where she don't feel like she could show him off, that's when she might kind of go through the deal, carve them, peep through the bush type story. But if it's somebody that would look complimentary to, like, yeah, girl, wow, that's a good one, yeah, where you find, you ain't got to guess.
So I guess what the point that I just made, I'm asking do you think that's why women are left in the friend zone because she's not clear?
she's not clear one, but then sometimes too. I always look at the fact that I don't have cash on to my mother buy.
Okay.
What my mother gonna say? Or
Yeah.
or
Right.
or
You should have
if-
said that louder.
if she's it all depends on how we come about. If we hit based off of what you're saying, you don't find out who like you when you go to a club, you know. Cause when you walk past somebody snuck in this air or them trying to get close to you to dance or you're
actually get a
you check what I'm
dance.
saying.
That's if you go club.
That's if you go club or you go out certain places, you're gonna feel that energy.
Okay, let me help you. I have a question.
Mm-hmm.
Can you remember a time when you friend zone a particular person, a woman, and what was the reason?
What?
That reason why you didn't see her romantically.
Well, before you had asked that question, I was gonna piggyback on him and say that sometimes what happens is the girl cool.
That's the answer.
She's a cool person, right? But you know some stuff about her
Correct.
that man you want to be like.
Associated.
Trying to touch you, you know, but you cool though. She's
Yeah.
cool, like just you know what I mean.
Yeah.
And so when I moved back home, I used to say this. Guys here, I mean, I ain't trying to knock the guys, man. You know what I'm saying? Love alone, right? But we would get a county hoe from the States and bring her
county what?
home, a county hoe.
Okay, mhm.
Right? Bring her here, right? No, not to nobody that have any body that ain't local, right? But right? And be proud and show she have like she a trophy. And a girl and probably had like maybe 3 to 5 men, maybe we treat her like, yeah, you can't touch him, son. You know what I'm saying? But this is the county hoe. This like, man, you take her to any area code, them are like, hey, you know what I mean? Like, wow, you got
history.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So sometimes again that trajectory, like that projection of you got that trophy, sometimes is another reason why, you know.
So you would keep her in the friend zone because you don't want persons to know that's your woman.
or you want your partner them to be like, yeah, they were there too, and you know what I mean?
Yeah,
That's
they
so
want to
sad.
please, man. Anyway, sorry.
That's
But
so
our woman
sad.
would do the same thing.
Really?
But
All right, I have some messages. I have some messages. The phone has been blowing
I've
up.
been hoping we open someone's mind.
Somebody, people's.
Hold on. Let me go back to this one. It says some persons are in the friend zone because they are better off as friends. Better to have a good friendship than a bad relationship.
Facts.
Facts.
But what kind of friend zone? Because if it's friends with benefits,
But aren't our friends benefit?
depends
But
on
I know
it.
what you mean, though.
But if it's being in a friend zone with benefits, it's still confusing.
Correct.
To
Correct.
It's gonna still be confusing to
Communication.
both
If
because it gonna boil down to the same thing I was saying. 7, 6, 7, 8 months later, me and you as males, right? If this is something in a friend zone, in the back of our mind, this is a friendship, this is a friend situation here, so you're gonna still be looking somebody else to be that person. You check what I'm saying? A situation might come to pass where you meet somebody. How do you break off what you have here with this other person? knowing the fact you meet somebody that you really want to share your interest with.
But
Friend,
Jenna,
y'all don't break off
ain't
nothing.
nothing to break off.
Y'all don't break.
because-
Exactly. Y'all don't break off. You move on.
Ain't nothing to
Right.
And
break
then
off.
Tutu's boobs, you see you and she. And I'm like,
You know when you use
what?
break up because that's a piece.
Yeah, ain't nothing to break off.
So it go back to what she was saying
I don't
now.
mind the thing.
All right, guys, messages are coming in.
Go
Let
ahead.
them come in.
Sorry.
This one says, can't be friends with benefits. It's easier said than done. And then this one says, play my message. Sorry.
So we have to listen to it.
A message?
But on her personal phone, comment.
Okay.
Well then.
Why y'all letting Aaron get away with making that statement? The statement where he said that men can't give the relationship a label because they already knew what it was when they started. I could tell y'all right now, it have some women that know exactly what it is they're doing when they hook up with a man. They know exactly what the relationship is, and they know exactly what the relationship is going to be.
Correct.
Sometimes when a woman asks a man 6-7 months down the road what it really is, what it is we here doing, sometimes it's because she noticing that he changing. You know, he changing. He ain't sticking to the script. Sometimes he's starting to become more needy, more demanding. You know, and she knows that's not what she's in for. So she might turn to him and say, hey, dude, what's going on? You know, what really happening? Because that's not what we were doing.
Correct.
And men don't know. Men does know exactly what they're getting themselves into. This pretense that they don't know what's going on, give me a break. That's a small percentage. Everybody catting these days.
I love the elag, love the elag, love the elag. I say so. But like,
That's facts. So that's why I tell you
But
from
I
the
said
jump.
that.
That's why I tell you from the jump, Hennessy. You could only be a booty call if you allow yourself to be a booty call. Because we grown from inception. We know what we're doing. You know what I mean? So you don't gotta ask me 8, 9, 10 months down the road. You know we just screwing. Let's keep it real. You know what I mean? So we adults. So ain't on to break off. Ain't on to break off.
Right.
Ain't
Sick
nothing
are you?
serious.
But
It don't matter,
again,
have
say
a
one,
little-
say two.
a little
It's like what we said
decorum.
earlier. If we said that one of the main things we keep talking about is communication.
Right.
6, 7, 8 months down the road, you got to come back and talk about it. If somebody catching feelings, say so. Give the other person the option to come out or not. Simple.
Okay, so let's take sex off the table then. You're not having sex. You're just vibes in.
She a friend.
Why do you keep her in that friend zone?
She's a good friend.
She,
Yeah.
we vibes
I mean,
in.
I mean,
Yes.
not having sex sometimes.
It will go
I think
You
sex
have
will complicate
somebody
things.
that
you know.
Yeah, sex
encourage-
Very much.
complicates things. So that's
Very
why I
much.
said take
Complicates
sex
things.
off the
Especially if that
table.
bad boy start right out the
Yeah,
gate.
because you might have a female friend. You just wanted to do your documents.
Okay.
You know, you want to do
Right.
something.
So then I have a question based off of what y'all just say. So can you have a relationship with somebody who you sleep with so soon? Or you will keep them in the
Well,
friend
that's a
zone?
good question.
You're keeping them in the friend zone?
No, because
Can you have a real relationship with somebody who easy?
no.
Ooh!
Nobody easy.
Answer that question.
Reason being,
That's a good question, though.
reason being, right?
Comment to the mic, baby.
You just say something. Nobody is really easy. Depending on who you are,
Keep your
that's when you get access
audience
to
want
Let he hold it, let he hold it, he hold it, he hold
Sorry.
it.
So, nobody is really easy. It depends on vibes. If your vibe's strong, if she's feeling you, then you'll get quick. But we as men, if a woman get to you too easy, you ain't trying to have a relationship with her. Because at the back of your mind, you're thinking, who else she getting us to? Let's
That's
be real.
But what
ridiculous.
No.
Some men don't think
Hold
that.
on,
men,
hold
some
on,
men,
hold on,
some men,
hold
some
on,
men
hold on.
think
like that.
Experience to make a
If
difference
you,
sometimes.
if you meet a woman Tuesday and you hit it Wednesday,
Tuesday night.
you ain't trying to be with she long term. Because at the back of your mind, you thinking, bye, probably she hitting Gio, she hitting Jedi, she hitting Tom, she hitting Harry.
On the same note.
And you can't be serious with that.
On the
That
same
can't
note,
be all men think.
some men don't think that far ahead. Some men they just live in the moment because of their experiences with life.
Right.
Okay.
So sometimes that's how they're able to do that.
Right.
Because they ain't bringing our energy that say, man, I put too much thought into this situation. I just embracing the now, and what happened. because sometimes that might be the best thing that happened. They end up with a person that's so real that they were how should I say secure in their emotions, that they weren't worried about what you were thinking, if you thinking like what you just said, or they see that you aren't judging and thinking that same way too.
So, what a song you had to make when you say somebody chatting garbage? Quang, quang, quang.
No. So I'll say this.
That's your life.
I'll say this.
Correct.
I was in the church. So let's put it this way.
TJ, you were always in the church.
No.
You're born in the church.
What I'm trying to say is, I wasn't always in the church. I grew up in church. I love church,
Mentally.
but I wasn't always in the church. All right? I've been in that situation. I went out. Look at the situation. She knew what I wanted. I knew what she wanted. We hooked up. Simple. You understand? Would I label her as a hoe? Nah. Because I was a hoe.
Correct.
You understand? So at the end of the day, would I have a good relationship with her? Yeah, I would.
But no, hold on.
So you would settle down with her.
Listen.
Understand this. What happened the night was the night. After the night, we did. If I get to know her, great.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? So I can't look at that one situation and then condemn her to life.
No, you can't condemn her.
understand?
So I hearing you guys, but I can reel it back in because I want y'all to understand. Oh, sorry. Let me tell the audience. I trying to figure out what it is because y'all confusing me now. I was under the impression, based on being on this show, men enjoy the chase. Men enjoy being the one to pursue. So if she coming up on you, correct me if I'm wrong. If she's coming up on you and she's too easy, you're gonna be interested in somebody who I want to make sure understand who is too available. I thought that would be a turn off for men.
Sometimes.
But not every one night scenario or easy scenario.
Nah.
Because and not every one night scenario is a scenario where the women pursue the guy.
Correct.
Sometimes that whole night you could have been by the bar and it was just that lady by the bar, and that whole night. I don't want to say, but it's like a mind game type of vibe going on, and the battle awards in essence. And some people really get off on like word playing. Like what? You know, make you got to dig in and dig deep in your description or your communication with them. And so the pursuit probably were like 5 hours communicating with that person.
So that's enough
But
pursuit
Gio-
for
No,
you
but
guys?
I just
No,
I know.
No,
But
men
Gio-
like the
Gio-
challenge. They
Gio,
like
look
the
at
That's what I'm
it, right?
saying.
chase.
That's what I'm saying. So it's not always that she will pursuing you, but you might have been the pursuant in that moment for that period of time. You know. So
Right, but you're telling me 5 hours is good enough?
no.
Jedi, what you have to say?
I was saying, right? I look at some situations with like getting involved with people, right? It could be my sister here we're going through something, you know? And I just happen to come across. We share conversation, and I say certain things to her. And in that moment there, she might have gotten up and gone to the bathroom and thought about things I said. You know what I'm saying? She got comfortable around me, got relaxed. Both of us share a moment, but we talk. I get up and I say, I'm leaving now. Or I go in, where the lime is. Or that's what we like to say here, where the lime
Yeah,
is. We say where the lime is,
But the next move.
we want to extend the night. So,
Oh, see?
right.
I didn't
So, we extend the
The woman
night,
say, I
go
don't know.
somewhere else to hang out and so forth.
And the conversation's still going.
Things going on, you start to understand and learn each other more now. And then by the end of the night, by the time you wake up in the morning,
She in your bed.
you pull the sheets, these things
does happen.
It do happen.
does happen.
Right? And then from there,
They do?
you might find your soulmate
often.
in that instant moment, you know. You might find your soulmate in that instant moment. I don't like to call no woman a hoe or anything like that, because you can't base anything on the moment or the time space that person were in.
Correct.
They were probably trying to find their self, or they were in bad situations, or these things could be genetics. It could be household, it could be what they accustomed of seeing.
Right,
You
right,
might come
right.
across and be the knight in shining armor. You know what I'm saying? These things do happen. But We speaking about the friend zone section of it. Some men become torn up based on you get too far in a conversation with a woman or any. We just speaking from a man perspective, in a woman, right? And you might find she about her brain. She has nothing of value to add based on how you are as an individual.
Correct.
It turns you off.
Okay.
So,
Like coming to America, whatever you like.
right. You check what I'm saying? Right. So let's just go into that aspect there, right? Sometimes we as a man, you want a woman that gonna play hardball, some. You check what I'm
Correct.
saying? Things come a little too easy for you.
Correct.
You get bored quick
Bored.
because you got nothing here, or you look good, but then you ain't got no flavor. You ain't got no flavor to you.
Correct.
You check what I'm saying?
No substance.
Or you're sexy,
Flavor.
but you might be a sexy slim, and then you got a solid sister right here. So sexy to hell. This might be more attractive to you.
Right.
Because now she knows how to do what she got to do.
Right.
You check what I'm saying?
So, talk to you.
Yeah, I might like you. You're beautiful. I might like you, but I gotta keep you in a friend zone.
But the spark
So
is
big-
not
so-
there.
No.
So I'm gonna piggyback on that because that's another thing what I always say. Your attraction or your attractiveness attracted me to you, but in the conversation, if I don't hear something that stimulate my intellect, I gonna keep you in a zone.
Yeah,
You want a flower, not a fruit.
I got to. Because you slaying now when I got four balls.
so easy.
Slaying now when I got four balls behind you.
Hashtag.
Listen, you are a flower, not a fruit. I shame. Any picture is gone.
But that's the fact. That is the fact, and that's one of the many reasons why.
So don't you think that women try to earn that attraction?
Want a friend zone?
No.
No,
Attraction. I
yeah.
want you to.
Like me.
Yes.
You can't force it. That has to be natural.
You can.
So,
Some dudes
so,
try to force though.
Yeah, but then you're gonna still fall back into your realm where.
But it's more the
So-
turn off at that
Yeah,
time.
you gotta pick
but
up
no,
on it.
remember tonight is about education. So
Right.
we want the ladies to understand it's not that you're unattractive. It's just that he's not attracted to you.
Or sometimes you give
Or
the
attracted
space.
to. Or attracted to. Because no, that individual might have that intrinsically, you know. They don't know how to bring it out, or
Right.
they're afraid to,
Right.
or they're too shy.
Right.
So if you holding it in and I waiting for that thing to come out, I want it to come out
Right.
for me to just grab you and go with you, and you keep holding it in and holding it in and holding it. I come by you got these. Back in the day, all grandparents used to wear these "Welcome to the BVI" long gong. Anything was sweeping the floor on there.
Guys,
So
are you
I want to
listening?
come. I want to see you in. You know,
Girls, are you
I
listening?
want to see you in something
people
that
like to
that
see
go.
that.
When I come, gonna give me that
That's
animal
your ISP?
magnetism to you. You check what I'm saying? Bring out that animal inside of me. You check what I'm saying? I come there, I gotta see something. I got warm you up, cook you like cream of wheat, cook you like cream of wheat, cook like cream of wheat. I got warm up. Then I got wait till it cool to cool down. I got no time for all of that. Something you got time
I'm
for all
so
of that.
confused.
That we
If you're too easy, it's a problem. You're too hard, friend.
And
We
that
got-
show you that
I
everybody
don't
different.
understand.
Because
Everybody.
if I watch you,
Crazy.
if I'm looking at she, right?
Right.
My interpretation of she is a resolved woman. Me looking at you, I see a spark plug.
That a problem?
You check what I'm saying? But then this might be the spark plug here, and this might be the resolved person.
Correct.
Correct.
But it's just what she shows me
Right,
to become
right,
attractive to.
right.
You check what I'm saying?
Correct. Right.
So when I get to see the truth, man, I gotta keep you in the friend zone, man.
Correct. And you see, that's why sometimes we as men have to work a
got
little
you.
hard to get that resolve is come up. You understand? We just got to dig for it. But at the end of the day, like you say, you know, this individual might talk a lot, might get your attention. That one then might just be absorbing. But at the end of the day, and that what you said attract me more, you know, the quiet one. Because in my experience, the quiet one is a wild one.
It's true. That's a problem.
The quiet one,
So-
you say the wild one?
Yeah.
That what I'm saying.
In my experience.
No, but it's true. It's
the,
true.
the,
That's
the,
what-
the
that's
one
what
girl who
I
talks a
used
lot,
to, hey.
you understand?
I've heard that all the time.
Versus the one who
You got to
quiet,
watch your quiet
the quiet
ones.
one mostly will get the child first.
But sometimes too, we don't put you in a friend zone because too, we might not want to see a particular way. You know, like
Elaborate. What do you mean?
okay, so
I understand where you're coming from.
Like you kind of got a little respect for this person in a way, right? I mean, you could probably dog this, you know what I mean? But you're like, nah, man, I don't want to look at you that way. You know what I'm saying? So I don't want you, and outside of you, that you being the male, right? You never see or hear them try to move in those ways. So you know, you kind of got a power, and so you kind of put them like, nah, man, you ain't ready. You think you're ready for
I
this,
understand what
but
you're saying,
you ain't ready for this, and
I
so
understand what you're saying.
you know, just.
And I want to put this
wait
disclaimer
till-
out too. Ladies, please don't feel offended with what you're saying. We're just trying to add some education because we're speaking from the mindset of multiple men. You might find a man out there, he's attracted, he's attractive, you're attracted to him, he's attracted to you, but you ain't getting over the hump with this guy. You trying everything you accustomed to doing, but then you sometimes too, women, y'all got to know, if y'all trying to get out of the friend zone with a man, you have to talk to men that are like this dude. Correct. It comes education because then you gonna understand certain aspects about this individual, Gio. And for me too, if I like you, if I really respect you as a woman, I gonna keep you in a friend zone because I know the type of company I keep.
Okay.
I know the company I keep, right? And I don't want you to be around this type of company. Or I don't want you to become the type of woman that I fly for first. You might be my savior. She might be my savior. You check what I'm saying? So I gotta keep her in the friend zone. She might be the one I married to, but this might be the one I hitting. Gio, these things that happen.
And you know that for a woman going through that at the time, we don't understand that. It don't make no sense.
It don't make no sense.
It makes no sense.
Listen, it's a thing. It makes you think differently because, especially if you're always friend zoned, you're always a cool person. You're a cool girl. You know what I'm saying? Every single time, so it bothers you at some point because what the hell? What you have to do?
You was one of the guys.
But say one sit.
That's a problem.
But say one sit to be car. I remember when being younger, and you like a particular person and they give chance to everybody else, and they say, "No, man, I don't see you. Yeah, I don't see you like that. I care about you. That's why I want to give you none." And you like, what?
That's not that whole song, right?
And you
don't make no
man,
sense.
what's the use?
And you like, yeah, that's what's going on. Like me. So then you end up saying, "Me want to be loved. You gotta love me."
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You got
All right, I have a message.
Just give me some. That's all I get some.
thirsty.
When we
says-
come from this message, I want to tackle what you just now said.
Aaron is sparking a debate in my home. My man agreeing with him, especially with how some women dress old-fashioned.
I'm just saying, we have to open the dialogue, right? And I'm going to put it this way. A lot of our local women here like to compare, like to create this argument, why are men so attracted to these type of Spanish women, or the case may be, right? And we're going back to what it is you're speaking about with different cultures. Some cultures know the way to attract men is, some know, make sure you'll be able to cook good. Gotta be able to cook, gotta be able to clean, gotta be able to do these things here. So some might know where to attract men is based on your dressing, your fashion. When a man come home, make sure you on you're sexy all the time, or you have on less, because the less you have on, the less fight he got.
Jesus.
You check what I'm saying. You check what I'm saying? No. There's men, there's brothers like me. No, I am more attracted to a woman that is clothed.
Same here.
You check what I'm saying?
Yeah,
I like a sister clothed because
Yeah.
it ain't. I don't worry about. And some men like to say, I don't want other men seeing what I got. I want other men to see. I want other men to see because before I was probably just like them. I became attracted to you based on what I was seeing.
Right.
I don't want a woman that is so exposed that it doesn't tickle my imagination. My imagination has to always be in play until you see I reach home in a house. When I reach home that house, something else got to tickle. But not ain't gonna be my imagination.
Tickle me Elmo.
All right, so she's saying now, update from the same person. He is here saying, thank you, Aaron.
Respect my brother.
All right, we have a message on the studio phone. That number is
284
544
66.
77.
That's 284
544
66.
77.
all right. Anyone, male or female, gets friend zoned because the attraction ain't there. That's it in a nutshell.
So
No, I ain't agree with that. I had
That's why
somebody-
just read.
I noticed this person and I had feelings for each other. We had feelings for each other. You know what I'm saying? Kissed, everything. Went out on dates. But for the life of me, I just couldn't get involved with this person. She just wouldn't. We just couldn't. She just couldn't. And the guy she picked up.
So was there a reason on your end that you couldn't, or
Sometimes
it was?
just be-
I don't know why it was. I don't know. I did everything. If I gonna reach as far as kissing you, and I still ain't no further than that, Jesus Christ. That gonna make you question. That gonna make you questioning all kind of thing. My breath stink.
I am so confused.
But she kissed me long. She always wrong
can't
me.
be the
She had a big
She-
red.
She always wrong me. You check what I'm saying?
She probably just had like your
let me
vibe,
ask you
though.
this question. Would you say fear of commitment is a reason why we don't commit?
We
Why?
as men?
Not even fair. Maybe you're not ready. I think it's more you're not ready.
but I'm
Women,
gonna-
where
I'm
you
gonna-
are at the
I'm gonna-
stage.
I'm gonna stick
There
with
are
that
some-
though. I'm gonna
there-
stick with that.
there are some fairs.
Can
There's
there
some
be a
fairs.
fear of commitment?
Yeah.
Yes.
Why we sometimes don't move to the next level?
Because there's a lack of education with it. We don't do things. We as men don't do things we don't understand. You know. Think about it.
Ladies,
We as men, we
Okay.
don't do things we don't understand. So I can't commit myself when I don't understand what I'm committing to,
Correct.
or I don't understand what commitment is. Because let me just, for instance, say, right? I get up and I say, I commit myself to this person. I know we as men like to tell women, you're gonna be my wife. Until you reach that point where she has to become your wife. And you're stalling 10, 15, 20 years later. You're still, you check what I'm saying?
Check.
Because we still don't understand. We don't understand that part of the commitment part. We don't understand how deep that commitment has to be in.
Facts.
We don't understand. We just don't understand that part. And different men gonna share a different point of view to what I'm saying.
I'll say that on a serious, I know I joke around sometimes, but on a serious note, a man that is purpose driven, that knows his purpose, knows why he exists in life, it is rare that a woman is confused as to his intentions. And most women that sees that man, they know, nah, he ain't for me, or yes, I want to be a part of where the direction he's going. And it's rare that I've found, or even in life, you're moving with a purpose, and you have to necessarily have to search for a woman, along that path, because that woman becomes a complement in that purpose.
Correct.
Because obviously, because you're purpose driven, you're going towards a goal, and vice versa. A woman that knows her purpose and is operating in that purpose usually would attract or be a beacon in a sense to a man that is also purpose driven to be a complement to her. And so, with all that we are saying, you would get friend zone in a sense with a purpose driven man if no.
You ain't fit
We on the same level.
Yeah, you
check what I'm
ain't-
saying? So it goes back to what I was saying.
And it'll
If
be with
we-
respect,
If we walk in the same fine line, the same path, or if you ain't compliment, like you say, complimenting the goals and aspirations that I have as a man, I gotta keep in that friend zone because
And I
you won't drag me
understand.
back.
I understand what you guys are saying. But what happened if she's ready, but you are not? Just like how he's saying it, flip it.
It's the same.
So that's why I asked when he said about fair. I said, is it really fair, or is it at this point, this stage in your life,
Right.
you ain't ready?
Well, that's clear.
So it's clear.
That.
So one aspect can be fair,
Yeah.
and the other aspect, take for instance, a woman want the bells and whistles when it comes to a wedding. If a man can't find that money, especially if you ain't got no mother and father who could afford the wedding you want. Correct. You understand? I ain't got no mother and father who could. You know what I'm saying? Now it's on us. However, the notion is, man, you got to man up. Because this is our wedding. So the man now got to provide the ring, he got to provide it, he got to provide that. If he can't see a financial way through, that wedding on pause. That's
If
you
you
know
don't
what I'm saying?
understand, that's
If
why
you don't understand
to
it.
go back, yeah.
So it might not be a fair, but we're gonna pause because I ain't ready yet.
That's what I'm saying.
I ain't
You're
ready,
not ready.
to give you what you
You're not
need.
ready.
And
I ain't in that position yet.
And I think when the women now will feel that they are friend zoned or have that confusion, and it's not clear for them, is because now that's where now we don't communicate.
Right?
And that's where we should communicate. Listen, I see what happening here. I got some stuff that I need to clear out, they can understand. Now, sometimes you can't tell them that because then they'll give find all kind of paperwork coming, all kind of download. Well, here the link for this, and look the link for that one there. Where else, you know? And it's like sometimes you think that you want to do it on your own, you need a little pause. And so, but you'll have to try to find a way that you could communicate that you be transparent and not opaque.
So I'm gonna take it even further. When a man presents his situation, and he also realizes that as a man who's about to be involved with you on a deeper level, and all you thinking about is the wedding, all you thinking about is the grand time.
Turn me off.
In his mind, he gonna be like, nah,
This ain't gonna work for me.
this ain't gonna work because you ain't my Tanya Stevens. You ain't my ride or die. You understand what I'm saying?
Correct.
Because if you's my ride or die, you gonna take me as I am. You understand what I'm saying? In other words, we gonna build together. So since I can't see that you ready to build together, and you just want it for you just want it for you.
Right, to
You ain't
impress.
building. You ain't trying to say, well, look, we ain't got it now. Listen,
Right.
I'll tell you. Sometimes the honeymoon ain't gonna happen until 2 years later.
Correct.
Right.
You understand?
Right.
We ain't got the money right now.
Don't force me to go rob.
Don't force me to.
Sometimes people are honeymooning before the wedding.
You understand what I'm saying? So when a man recognizes that, hold on, we are on some different wavelengths here, and I can't see you as a partner,
Right.
because all you showing me is what you want.
Yeah.
You ain't seen a situation,
The check
so you
box.
can't be my ride or die.
Correct.
You know what? Take a pause.
I have a question.
So
Yeah.
that's why. Okay.
And I have some tools to add to it. To ask you a question.
I want to know, how long does it take you men to get to that point of seeing that this person that you're talking to doesn't fit your mold or your
When a
path?
man don't learn his purpose.
That
When
might
a
be the
man
next thing.
learn who he is, learning about himself. Sometimes not every man knows that after the jump. Sometimes you got to be sitting in on these sessions. Sometimes you have to do the counsel, do the walk, go through your sessions of schooling and all these kind of stuff. Build your spiritual relationship. You know what I mean? And from there, now that's where you really know the gist of yourself and could lead the right way, because now the woman could see what and how you're being led, and then she could, because women are very intuitive and they would see where you got some eyes that we don't have. And so once they could see, okay, this is his core belief, this is what's guiding him, this is how he's guided, then they'll go ahead and try to start studying more than you would with what really guiding you. And then they would be able to, okay, we could see the map a little better.
So Gio said it right. A man who knows who he's about, what he's about, where he's going, and where he wants to take his woman, he will see very quickly that this particular woman is not ready right now.
Okay.
Correct.
It doesn't take a man long. According to, again, the maturity of the man, the way how he's thinking, because, and I'll say this, that is why let me tell a story. When I met my wife in July, I got married in November because she saw the vision. I had a vision. She had a vision. We recognized that we could complement each other's vision. I ain't trying to wait. The longer I wait, let me just say it, if I want to remain saved, sanctified, and filled with the Holy Spirit, the longer I wait, the more trouble I gonna get in. Once a woman sees and knows that the man is about business, it ain't gonna waiting.
Okay.
I'm behaving tonight. I want y'all to just
Well, that word is also behave.
I want you to be here.
I just want y'all to know that I'm behaving because tonight is not about me and Henny. That's why we're kind of
But
step
remember,
back.
we're educating, so you
We're
got to
stepping
guide.
back. But I hear you guys and what y'all saying makes a lot of sense. I do. I understand.
But
However, I think
Button.
for me, and I going off of my hoish best friend.
That's it.
I feel that he is the way he is. Sorry, bestie. But I feel he's the way he is because of his past relationship. Like he was really invested. He was all in. He was this and that.
Right.
And then it's like, you know what? Fire for all these women.
That could damage you. That could damage you.
Like the,
One boss chest.
A man only wants.
Sometimes,
That's what you gonna say with your men.
sometimes it takes
One
only
boss chest.
one
You only
to
argue, sir.
recommend it.
It ain't a song that
What a
says
woman have got you
circumstances
10.
made me
What I am.
what I am.
But there's three things I always say you need to have as an individual, right? You need to put yourself in a you need to have time, space, and healing. Anytime you involve in any relationship or you get yourself out of a relationship, have time, space, and healing. Because if you're going into another relationship, 90% of the time, we as individuals, we carry the baggage.
Yes.
So there's always going to be a scenario that's going to pop up. The Lord God is always going to put you in a position in your new relationship that you was in the last relationship to show if you have grown from the previous relationship, And if you haven't healed from it, when you get into that new relationship, you're going to just start to see everything start to come forward the same way. You're going to get in the same arguments. And this man going to be confused. Going to be like, you bringing that energy, this ain't this energy for me. That
Right.
energy for somebody.
Right.
That's somebody
Right.
that's energy
Right.
you're giving me.
Right.
You check what I'm saying?
Right.
Because what you couldn't get out there,
You're trying to put
you're getting it out here
Right.
now.
So I'm gonna jump on that by saying, I remember I turned a relationship down because of that. Because she didn't allow time for her healing, you understand? And for her to understand. And there are many women and men that jump from relationship to relationship. And I don't sometimes get the reasons why. It's like, I don't want to be alone. I don't want. Nah, you need some time to be alone. You need some time to pay some bills on your own. You need some time to mature. You need some time to get perspective.
Some time to find God.
Some time to find God. At the end of the
That's
day,
everybody.
I have to put you in a friend zone because I realize if you don't take that time for you to get to know about yourself and learn about yourself, man, I paid through my Yahoo trying to support and understand and counseling. You understand what I'm saying? In other words, I realize it's too much time I'm investing because we going in circles. I'm like, nah, boo, friend zone.
Yeah, someday it become rough like that.
I can't be to you what you
Make
need.
that zone.
Sometimes it's like, look, you know a big turn after before men do sometimes? A toxic woman that always got drama. She even got drama with other men.
Yeah.
If a woman always comes to you, I went here, this woman watching me this way. Or I went here, buy me like how she want. I get in an argument with this woman here.
It's exhausting.
Look, that it scares you it scares you when you have to present this woman publicly, because you might be an individual, very outgoing, very cordial person, and you with this toxic person, you go certain places, you're afraid of showing this is my woman.
correct.
Because you don't know who she rub wrong. you know what I'm saying? You going passport office, you want to wear your passport can't get processed.
Correct.
Look,
You taking all kind of bad brown, bad blue.
I have had situations where my coworkers call each other and say, we need an intervention for TJ. We don't know who he pick up. It can be she. And I'm like, for real? Y'all love me that much? You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
But
I
I understand. I understand. I'm listening, and I'm hoping the ladies are listening
Ladies, I
as
hope.
well.
We love y'all. We
So
love
that
y'all.
you can get a clearer understanding. Because trust me,
That's your personal phone, though.
yeah, I call it my
Batmobile.
personal phone.
If you're calling a personal phone, call the studio phone 544-6677.
Unless it's personal.
Unless it's personal.
But while we paused, this is the love link. No, but real, no, but even piggybacking on our positive end of what you said, I mean, I'm not talking about the friend zone, but the compliment. Because even with what you were saying, like, okay, lad, you can't get a passport, but sometimes this is how you know you're a win for that guy. Well, because of she, why get you? Because of this, I ain't got to worry about the bill or something. Or,
Make it life a little
you know,
easier.
yeah, you understand? And so that make you as a man as well now want to, well, I can't let it just be she, you know what I mean? I want to be a compliment the same way too. You understand? And so it as much as we have like to say that I'm keeping it real, so I'm sharing what's toxic. But you can keep it real and share the positive because that would reinforce something. Sometimes people don't know what's good about them.
Correct.
Everybody that's something wrong with them, most times know what's wrong with them. But it's rare that you know what is good. And if that is the person that will give you what's good about you, most times you don't want that person to be wrong. Right? So, you know.
All right, so we're gonna take a quick little break. It has been 1 hour since we have. You can imagine an hour gone already.
Be like 15 minutes.
Right?
So we're gonna take a quick little break. Some of us have to go to the ladies' room,
Okay.
and we will be right back. Stick and stay.
At Higher BVI, we're not just about business. We're about empowering lives, and that is because we aspire to inspire. By choosing us, you're supporting a company that believes in equal opportunities, diversity, and community growth. Our mission goes beyond profit. It's about providing HR solutions, fostering talent, and leaving a positive impact. Join us in building a better future, a better BVI. Choose Higher BVI, where your support isn't just a transaction, it's a transformation. Together, we're changing lives in these beautiful Virgin Islands.
We here at the Signal 284 have the perfect way to kickstart your mornings. Join us for a soulful and uplifting experience every day during morning devotions from as early as 5 a.m. We bring praise and worship songs along with devotional readings designed to uplift your spirit, preparing you for the day ahead. So make morning devotions a part of your daily routine, because a positive start leads to a positive day. See you tomorrow from 5 a.m.
Attention all music lovers, are you ready for a trip down memory lane? Well, keep it locked to the Signal 284 on Thursdays for all the best throwback hits. Get ready to relive the classics and dance to the beats of the past. Starting from 8 a.m. and going strong all day. The Signal 284 is your destination on Thursdays. Whether you're driving, working, or just chilling at home, we've got the perfect soundtrack for you. So don't forget, it's Thursdays on the Signal 284. We promise to take you back to the good old days.
All right, so we are back. This is the Love Link Show, and our topic for tonight is
The real reason men don't want you, putting you in the friend zone.
oh boy. Yeah, I mean, we've been having a very. I'm liking the dialogue that's happening in here.
It's very educational.
We've had other males on this show, but I really and truly am feeling this 3 here. If you do, give us a little shout out on the YouTube chat. Let us know how we're doing. But this is your girl Lola alongside
Your girl Hennessy alongside.
Your boy T to the E to the J alongside
Mr. Jedi. Aaron Parlin.
Alongside.
the sound effects guy.
Yeah, the sound effect. If you didn't realize, Joe is the sound effect guy. Alongside. Yeah, alongside. Oh, yeah, don't say it? Oh, okay.
All right. So the first part of the show, we spoke about, well, the 2 ladies in the room. We spoke about why we think we're being friend zoned, and then the guys kind of set us straight. They gave a lot of reasons. There's a lot of reasons why we're friend zoned. But then my question that I want to ask is, can a girl put herself in the friend zone?
She can. Especially if she sees you as somebody who's a threat to her, or if she might fall too deep in love with somebody she knows she can't get out of love with.
Okay.
So she gotta keep herself in the friend zone. Trust me, sometimes we as men, we might be bad for you, you know. We're good, you know, but we might be bad for you. Because we're gonna bring out things inside of you that you don't want to see exposed. Because you might come up in a traditional lifestyle.
I got
and
you.
we might be untraditional. So you could pick up half of it.
Yeah, like for me, right, the easiest way to get in the friend zone is we as men, we come across a lot of untraditional women looking for traditional men because they're telling you plain out, they ain't going 50-50 with you. They ain't doing nothing to help you build, but they expect you to pay all these bills. And I feel like in today's society, it takes 2 to jingle. Like you can't, as a man, it's your job to provide. But as a woman, it's also your job to support your man in any way you can. You know, so we have a lot of untraditional women looking for traditional men. And to me, that's one of the biggest red flags. Because if you expect me to carry the load by myself, and you ain't trying to help me, none at all, that's a red flag.
All right. I have a message. It says, street man. Let me make sure I read it right.
Correct.
Street man don't mean he wants street woman. Friend zone if you plan to come across to me as me and not the real woman we're looking for.
Right. So that goes back to what I was saying. You know, you're gonna push up your chest like a man. You're gonna act like a baby and want to be treated like a woman.
Yes.
So you can't be like me.
Correct.
Because I want somebody opposite from me. I don't want me. If I want me, I'll stay single.
Facts.
You check what I'm saying? Or I'll just run the street. I don't want me. And let's go back to what we were discussing, right? Sometimes you might come across a woman that had multiple relationships. But she might have had multiple bad relationships, and she's trying to find somebody that she could really settle down with or be with. But you and I as men, and I go back to something I wanted to say with Gio talking, something we as men, we got sugar mouth. So you might know what to say, when to say it, and how because we already don't psych out the individual, we don't psych your situation out.
Long time.
So I don't know how to process what I need to say to you to get you to do what I need you to do. You know? Now, ladies, don't take this away.
It's all about psychology.
So yeah, it's psychology. So you're gonna find somebody that's very vulnerable.
We listen and we don't judge.
Right. Vulnerable. We're gonna find you in a vulnerable state, and then we might take advantage of it for what we need.
And that's a problem. That is a problem. Why do you do that? Why do you take advantage of women who are vulnerable? Why don't you just leave them alone?
Because it happens to us, as NJ ass said. We got money, you ain't got it. You got good sex, and you take advantage of it. You take my money, and you got me hot.
No, but then there are some women who don't do stuff like that, and they're just legit, just vulnerable,
right? And
they're good girls, you know what I'm saying? And you just take advantage and then bust off, and you break another half, and then move on to the next. That's not cool.
It happens.
It's not cool.
It happens, and I ain't gonna start that nonsense. But men are dogs. Men ain't no dogs.
But it's okay.
Roof.
we in situations. It's just a situation.
Okay,
It's
so
at the time of our lives.
all right, so I'm gonna pull back now because I want to know, for myself, because normally whenever you see us have a love link topic, it's something that me and my girls have been talking about.
Right.
So one of the things why I asked if you can put yourself there, I want to understand. I want you to understand my question so you can answer it properly. Can she put herself there, right? By being the girlfriend? No. By acting like a girlfriend, but not being labeled the girlfriend. Like he's reaping the benefits,
Or like a wife, but she ain't married type of way.
but they never cross over to commitment. So sometimes I feel, discussing with them, I feel they put themselves in that friend zone. Because why would he want to advance when you don't giving him your all?
Of course.
Why would he want to advance? He can leave you as a friend because there's nothing to work towards.
See, in a case like
I
that,
disagree.
in a
You
case,
disagree?
I disagree. Because there's nothing wrong with putting yourself out there or putting your all in something. Because if you ain't putting your all as
But
my
dying your
girlfriend,
man.
that ain't nothing. Okay.
Dying what?
That's
No,
not your
hold on,
man.
hold on,
You
hold
giving
on,
him,
hold on,
you
hold on,
giving him
hold on.
hobby.
Come no, man. Go on. Go on.
Low him.
I'll let you cook. Go ahead.
If we're not official, right? You have to show me why I should make you official. So there's nothing wrong with putting your all into something if you see me as being your official partner. Of course.
No, it does not, because you ain't giving your all, bro.
No, but let me show you
So
something.
why
right?
is she giving her all? So
Hold
it's a one-sided.
Let me ask you a question, Jenny.
Mm-hmm.
You ever been with a lady, right? On the side, and she show you everything she need to be the main woman? Then about it, it's the same thing.
But then she become the main woman?
No.
And you want me to tell you
But you
what?
understand why I say
I know you're going to say, tell me.
No, I'll say this because you said something earlier, right? And you ain't being consistent in that regard.
Okay.
But I don't think that you're gonna debunk when I say
Okay.
she did because she wanna be there. Just like call that girl a booty call, she ain't gonna be no booty call if she
Alright.
ain't wanna be a booty
Okay,
call.
that's fair.
So it behooves her. Sometimes they choose to stay there, right? But if they want to get up and go, they'll go.
She's there because she really likes you and she wants you to see that she likes
Yeah,
you.
that's what I
But,
Exactly. So that's where the effort comes in. If she really likes you, she gonna put more effort.
I got you.
Yes, that's what I say. I
Jen-
got you.
And that is why I am pulling it out of you guys to admit, ladies, if he friend zone you, you can't work to get out of the friend zone. He has to want you to be out of the friend zone.
Correct.
There's nothing you can do
got
to
Correct.
bring yourself out of the friend zone. So I don't care if you treat him like you're the wifey. You're not the wife. He does not want you. He will
don't
remain
care.
That go
you.
back to what I was saying in jail.
yes.
Right? We had this young lady. Come, I tell you, everything we would kiss, went out, went on date, went lunch, went dinner, went here, went there. I still couldn't be this girl, man. Because I was personally doing everything that her man should have been doing. But maybe I just wasn't the man she wanted to be that person doing it.
Correct.
They check what I'm saying? And that goes back to the same time, space, and healing. Because her mind was still fixated on this bastard she was with before me.
Facts.
You check what I'm saying?
Yep.
She what she was getting out of me, she wanted out of him.
Right.
You check what I'm saying? So I remain in the friend zone.
You were just a filler.
You check what I'm saying? I remain in that friend zone, and
It's a placeholder for
and I
them.
just had to understand that. When I started to understand that, and I started to reason, I said, okay, this happens. Maybe I did do it too.
But then I gonna be advocate against you. It's not really against. What about the thought now where the friend zone is sometimes the best zone?
The best zone?
Yeah, the side.
I mean, yeah, of course. Sometimes
But
friend
that's not
zones.
your side in a friend.
Sometimes friend.
A friend with benefits.
What? Friend with benefits. Sometimes.
Your side is not a friend.
Your side is a friend.
It's a friend.
A friend in
Hold on. Let she
Your
explain
side
herself.
is not a
So
friend.
what your side is?
For a woman to be okay, see, that's why we have the men in the room. Because I need to understand. I thought a side was your other woman.
No.
No.
It's our friend with
No.
benefits.
No.
This is why.
There's an agreement between the two of us.
This is why,
My best
Lola,
friend.
that there is never a conversation about when they're moving on to be with a main. You understand? Even if she's on the side.
You don't have
They
to have a
said
conversation.
earlier.
So
We
the
don't have to
side
have a
is not
conversation.
your other woman.
No.
Yeah, ladies.
Hey.
Okay.
No.
No?
Ladies.
It's not limited to.
It depends. It depends because you could have you can have your main woman, and I ain't trying to encourage this. Some men y'all don't do it. I married. I ain't trying to encourage you, right? But you can have your main woman, and you have your little side, your little friend with benefit, your friend with benefits on the side, who may be doing for you what you ain't getting where you are.
But is
You
that your friend?
With benefits.
It's your friend.
Yeah.
It's your friend because this same person, you going through anything, you gonna confide certain things to
So
this
she
person.
okay, so
And she understands her role.
but she's more than a friend.
What she is.
She's more than a friend.
No, she's a friend.
Nah, she a friend.
Because you don't go on all your friend them.
Oh, you
So
gotta put-
she's not a friend.
And then
She's
being
more than a
female?
friend.
Hold
She's
on,
a
hold
friend
on,
with
hold on,
benefits.
hold on. We can't talk
pick
about.
that.
You can't talk. You can't put that in that context because you don't have all of your friends aren't your best friend.
Exactly.
You have friends at different levels.
Yeah,
And
but
that's-
you ain't sexing your best friend.
Listen, it's a subset, you know. You got
regardless,
sex and
at the end of the
subsets,
day,
then
I'm just gonna
interloop.
say it real. You see you? At the end of the day, your friendship with this individual is of such that the both of you understand
We have a
the
caller.
need.
Guys,
That's
we
it.
have a caller. So I'll share with Enjar.
Headset. You have on a headset. TJ don't have one.
Don't worry, I good.
Oh my gosh.
Good night, Sharon Love Link.
Lovely and close.
What's going on?
Good night.
Good night, bro.
Good night. All right, friend.
We good.
Safe.
I was with her all the way up until friend zone and sighting and friends with benefits is all one thing. I got me confused now.
Subset.
I thought the friend zone was a zone where it's somebody you could talk to and all that, but you ain't getting nothing
You
else
ain't
out
getting
of
no
that.
sex from them.
No.
That's a
No,
friend.
you ain't getting no lovey-dovey or nothing. It's a friend zone.
You got levels.
Got them like-
Got
There's
levels.
different levels to it, my brother.
Categories.
Because you'll have somebody as a friend who you ain't having any kind of sexual intercourse with. And then you'll have somebody you're having sex with, but you don't want the relationship to go no further than just sex, so you keep them in the friend zone.
Correct.
With the sex.
But that's a friend. No. I gotta go look up the definition.
Yeah, that's not a friend, no.
Friend zone and friend with benefits is different.
Yes.
That's what I'm saying, friends with benefits.
But then they could have been a friend. They could have been a friend. that been a
Friends with
friend
benefits
forever.
is not the friend zone. It's not the same thing.
It's not the same thing.
What is the same
It's
thing?
not the
She
same
ain't getting no label. We need to get her.
I'm with
But
the
I
caller.
understand where the car
So remember we're talking about
Keep it
friend
clean.
zone, right?
Keep 'em in a friend
So that's
zone.
why I
Yeah,
say
friend
take
zone
sex off
different,
the
man.
table.
So take sex off the
Take
It's
sex
off the
off the
table.
table.
So,
It's off the table in the friend zone.
right. I understand what you're saying, though.
I just wanted to clarify the definition.
That's the
Thank you
clean.
so
Right,
much.
that's the true definition. Yes, you're correct.
All right. Cool.
All right.
Respect.
Thank you.
Thanks for the call.
You know, and I get upset like these situations, you know, because when I say it, everybody come for me. But a man call in and say the same exact thing I say.
Because we
And
understand each
argue.
other.
I tell you so. If we say it, we bashing man. Another man say it, yeah, bro. Yeah, man.
see
Get
all
it.
But that's why I say shit. That person cannot be a friend. They're
But
not your
I
friend.
understand exactly what it is, Jedi. I'm trying to say in terms of friend zone because
What you gonna label her? as?
she just there.
She's there.
This is somebody.
Your side woman.
Who's the side woman?
The friend with benefits.
No.
She's just side woman.
No.
Because you don't give her money.
Because
You're going to listen to her problems. You're going to support her when she's down. She's going to support you when you're down. That's your side woman.
Yeah, but then subsets. Because then there's different levels to that. Some men don't do all of that. Some men don't do all of that with the women that they're sleeping with on the side.
And they got friends
It
that you
legit
got.
just so we gonna see you
The only
later.
difference is sex is involved.
Yeah, cool. we come together, we do this thing, and check you when to see you again.
So that what you're explaining, that's not a friend zone.
What's that?
That person ain't a friend.
But what you gonna label them as? I don't understand.
Friend with benefit, I guess.
Yeah, friend with benefit.
So I understand, because you're being
technical.
You're being politically correct. Technically, the guys are not being politically correct. That's what happened. They're not being politically correct.
So you basically just want to know the reason why it ain't going no further than just being friends.
Correct.
Can't get into the relationship.
Yes.
We just pointed out Sunday you might be I like you as a friend, but you're just toxic.
Yeah.
I can't see myself in a relationship.
We did go through a lot of the reasons.
Yeah.
So now I have some prepared questions. Again, remember I had to have this conversation before I actually come here. And they're saying, for us ladies, if you're there, you can WhatsApp us, you can send us on the YouTube chat. So Henny, have you ever been put in the friend zone only for him to circle back years later?
They always circle back. They
Really?
always circle
interesting.
back. They could get married, gone for a few years, come back around, beg you, please, I need somebody to miss it. They always,
Now go up 600.
they always circle back. You'll be with them, you know. But that time you don't know your friend. You've been pushed to the side. They push you somebody else. They get married and then flip wrong and come back and be like, so I miss your sex. So what you saying? They always circle back.
Yeah, but that don't mean they want you.
I didn't say they want you. I'm just saying they always circle back.
Okay.
So none of them doing square or triangle or nothing?
All right. The next one for the guys now. Do you believe the friend zone is permanent or can it shift?
I just said
It can
shift.
It can shift.
We can shift.
Because I like I'm saying, if the person is somebody broken, you know, take them out of that friend zone. But you see somebody that has grown, and like my sister here saying, he say you're gonna circle back.
Correct.
Life going if it's meant to happen,
It gonna happen.
life going somewhere along the way. Life gonna force you all to circle back to each other. So you
Okay.
can.
So let me ask you a question. So if you knocking a thing on the side, your friend zoner, could you ever take her seriously?
Can you use a mic?
Sorry. So if you knocking a thing on the side, that's a friend zone. Could you ever take her seriously if you beating it on the side?
Extend the context with it. If I'm already in a relationship, nah.
That's your side. That's what I'm telling you.
Nah.
That's your side piece. And you knocking it on
I
the
don't-
side.
yeah.
Could you ever see yourself in a relationship with this person?
I don't
But you're
think.
in a
I don't
relationship.
think so. I don't think so. Situationship.
Well, you're in a situationship.
I don't think so.
You talking about a committed relationship?
Yeah, correct.
some people
Only if the main
committed.
relationship end.
Or even in that.
And even that, like somebody
That
says
gonna
she don't
complicate
become-
situation.
Because if she's screwing you on the side, what's stopping her from screwing somebody else on the side when she get with you?
I hear you, I hear you. But there are those guys
Yeah.
where their main relationship ended and the side check
Become the main.
became
It
the
can
main.
happen. It can happen.
It has happened.
Because if you find somebody that has great values,
Come in.
yeah, you find somebody that has great values, right? But you just caught up in a relationship, don't know how to get yourself out of, or you just playing the fiddle with both. This one you're in a relationship, the strongest relationship with, that ends. As for some strange reason you find yourself in a relationship with this next person. Yeah, because sometimes strangely it happens.
Correct.
Because you might just break two of them off. One and you want to start fresh. Check? But you do get involved with this person. If that person is understanding enough to forgive herself and to forgive you for what was transpiring previously, it could work. If both of y'all ain't gonna forgive each other, if forgive what was going on before, it can't happen. It can't work. Because just by human nature, you gonna still believe that, okay, what he was doing me, he gonna be doing so.
That's what
you check
I
what
tell
I'm saying?
Correct.
So
But you see what he's saying? It's a mental thing.
yeah,
You understand?
You
So
have to forgive.
At the end of the day, you have to rise to that level where forgiveness is part and conversation is part of it.
Conversation gonna have to happen.
It's the same thing we said earlier when Henny was talking about, some women always see themselves in the friend zone. I think it's because you were saying we are one of the guys. Sometimes it takes a transformation. Because if Henny is one of the guys and we ain't seeing Henny as somebody to take that next step with, you understand? I've known a girl who decided, you know what, let me step out of this relationship from being labeled as one of the guys. She did a total transformation, you understand? And the guys then saw something different. You understand? So sometimes in order to move in a direction where you want people to see you, you got to transform.
Okay.
I do not agree.
I have two other questions.
Yes.
The one question says, do men really choose to put women in the friend zone, or is it just a polite way of saying, I'm not interested?
It's a polite way. It's a polite way. Just saying that I just don't see you as. Just a polite way of me personally. That's the polite way of me just saying that I prefer to have you. If I value the friendship more than it becoming a relationship, me keep you in the friend zone. If I value, because if you have somebody in that friend zone, I mean, both of you are confided certain things in each other.
Correct.
You understand this person at a different level. So you might not want to get in a relationship because you know this person bad habits, and it might not work with yours.
Correct.
It might not agree with you, or things that you know with you that gonna rub her wrong. It don't make no sense getting in a relationship. Keep it in the friend zone.
Okay. And then this is for anybody, I guess.
Like I thinking?
Do men sometimes keep women in the friend zone as a backup option?
Ooh, that's a perfect question.
I'm sure.
Give me that question again.
You got me thinking
Do men sometimes keep women in the friend zone as a backup option?
I'm sure. I mean, again, there's so many men in the world. Like to say that there's only one. That's why. I'm sure.
I've done it. I've never done it.
You're right. If you're saying have I, you know what I mean?
As a backup option, yes. That does happen. That does happen. I had to really think about it.
As a backup.
Because look at it, right? Now wherever I say I gonna speak from experience. I gonna speak from experience. I was in a relationship, had somebody. I really liked the person, but we were friends. Knowing the fact that I was in a relationship, friends with this person wanted to move on. Had a conversation with me. No sex involved. They were seeing somebody. They wanted to, go out with this person, and I probably stopped that relationship from happening because I know the situation I was in. I wasn't comfortable in, and I saw this person more as somebody I wanted to be in a relationship.
So you are a blocker.
So I block. I ain't really block.
But you block it. You block
I ain't
it.
really block.
But you
but-
block it.
You block it.
Yeah, I really.
You blocked it.
because I kept her as a backup.
Right. You kept it close.
I kept her close. You check what I'm saying? I kept her as a backup.
Wow.
Girls,
That's
I hope you all are
crazy.
Put
paying
some crumbs
attention.
out.
Listen,
Let
what
us
for
stick
you, for
around.
you.
I got
I
you.
kept her as a
If it won't his own, you won't take
But
it.
I'll tell you this too. Women do that. I can tell you that.
Yeah, but I ain't block the
Listen,
dude by
right.
bad talking,
But
You check what I'm saying?
listen,
But I just stayed involved.
But Jedi, let me show you something.
And I stayed involved. I messed with her mind because she couldn't see.
I'm gonna tell you this.
She couldn't see the person.
Women already got your backup. 4, 5, 6, 7 backup before they even come out
Not
of
all
relationship.
women are the same. Don't do that.
Listen to me.
All
Women
women are not
already
the
got
same.
your replacement
Nah.
before the relationship even done.
Don't
Let me
need
tell you something,
differences. They don't put no labels.
Hold on.
And they're more smarter than we.
Hold on.
No labels.
First of all, let me put something out there. Women had to learn from men, right? But we had to perfect our game. Second of all,
Okay, Hennessy.
you understand me?
Sorry.
A woman will only move on mentally if she's sick and tired of telling you the same thing over and over. Babe, let's fix the relationship. And if you don't want to fix it, there comes Tom, Junie,
Dick,
Kingston,
and
Dick,
Harry.
all. Okay? That's how that'll come in play. When you see a woman mentally move on, it's because she's tired of telling you the same thing over and over. And I know it, because what? Are you always nagging?
You know, it's something a friend told me years ago. It just crossed my mind.
Come in.
A friend told me this years ago. He said, Aaron, anybody single base is just based on who ask them.
Correct.
Facts.
Dio,
Yeah, correct.
Dio, anybody single based on who ask them.
That's
Wait.
Wakataka.
Okay.
That's
you think so?
Wakataka. That's Wakataka.
You think so?
That's Wakataka.
I want you to know
Because
that Lola
some
brain
men-
is very
yes.
nice. She don't have the
I'm very
outside
sheltered.
in the wall experience. Like a lot of us who have gone through the turmoil and the minimum out there is a piece of, you know what I'm saying? So she ain't gonna think that way. But I would agree with that. It depends.
It cried.
It can't be
Boston said it to me.
everybody.
Yeah, 100%.
Because that's the thing.
No.
A woman would give up wherever, or a man would give up wherever for the right price. And it got some people ain't gonna do certain things.
Some people are
because
maintain
of who they
integrity.
marry. Exactly.
Right.
So you can't, even if there are small percentages, they're not everybody.
It's
So
not
that's what
everybody.
Yeah, well, we say it's
I would
everybody.
disagree, but that's a strong point.
It's a strong point,
Yeah.
but we're having conversation, so I
Right.
just had to bring it
It's
up.
not everybody, but it depends. It
Okay.
depends.
So looking at the time, we have to we have to end on some positives. What are some takeaways now? You ladies, you're in this thing. You realize you've been friend zoned. The guys are now going to tell us, I should say, what to do. What can we do if you're friend zoned?
Gee.
To me, I could start it off. I'm going to piggyback off of what he said from the beginning. You have to raise your standards. You shouldn't be a booty call. Don't give them.
But then I don't say booty calling friend.
But no, y'all is who make it friend. So what I'm saying is, to me, you have to raise your standards. If you know you want more and he's not giving more, then you don't give more. I don't want to say match energies, but match energies. If he's not giving, you don't continue to give. So I would say raise your standards.
I would also identify who you are as an individual. You know what I'm saying? Find yourself. Find what makes you tick, what makes you who you are, and express it. It might not stick with that individual, but somebody is going to take you up on who you are. Not everyone that you're so in love with or is the right person for you. You know what I'm saying? That person might be a drug for you. And, just identify who you are. Find God. Pray. So that don't pray and do not pray for the things you want.
Pray for the things you need, brother.
Yeah.
Pray for things that are going to add value to your life. Pray for value.
Yeah,
Don't pray for your
we
wants.
actually
Pray for
had a
value.
show. I'm going to piggyback off of that. We had a show already that spoke about the power of there's blessing in rejection.
Of course.
Yes.
And that was a very deep show. One of the deepest shows we've had for the year.
Yeah.
And I'm just piggybacking off of what you stated. So yes, he might have friend zoned you. Maybe that was designed by God to friend zone you, because he knew if you took that, you would go down a path that would lead you away from your destiny. So for me, everything is intertwined in God's design.
Correct.
So we can't be there. Oh my God, why doesn't he like me? Why is he ghosting me? Why he's whatever. Listen. Wipe your tears and say, thank you, God, for saving me from that bullet.
I don't. It's something I don't believe in regrets.
It's a lesson learned.
Yeah, I don't believe in regrets because I don't believe anything happens without it being manufactured to happen. Check what I'm saying? Like,
But you
it
could regret not doing something.
It could be because it could be it could be a lesson based on your own lust as an
That was
individual.
supposed to be some
You check what I'm saying?
seeds that we plant.
Yeah,
you know, and
it could be things within you that you needed to fix and change. That you weren't taking up the callings and signs that were coming before you years and years before. You know, so I mean that's just me. I don't really believe in regrets, because if I regretted everything that happened to me in life, I would not have been the man I am today.
Facts.
Those
No,
things shaped
but that
me to
doesn't
become
mean,
who I am.
But that doesn't mean that you don't have regrets. Maybe you have you can do regrets on both ends. Things that you've done, but it also could be things you did not do. You can have regrets. Maybe I should have, because sometimes we have that inner voice, and we don't listen to that inner voice, and then you realize 10 years down the road, I should have do what I was supposed. Not that you happen on it or dwelling on it, but you do have regrets for not doing it.
Once those regrets don't have you, like you say, harping on it, and you know can't move forward, because reflection is always good for the soul.
Right.
You know, so once you're able to move forward and use what you didn't do or what you did as a stepping stone, you know, then fine, you can move on. But I got you.
Yeah. But nothing is wrong with moving on. Like a lot of people, I'm telling you, we've had shows where girls called in or they messaged in and they said, like, start over for what? Like, why am I going to start over? To go and go through all of this, loaning this man, doing all of this, to get hot, to get cheated on, to get everything all over again. So I increasing my number for what?
Yeah,
Like, why?
I hear what you're saying, but and yes, it might be fair. But in the same, you see, again, we spoke about many times that life and death lies in the power of the tongue. So with the same tongue, we are now saying that this relationship gonna be like all the others. So if from my perspective, don't fear going again. Because at the end of the day, you know, you're always gonna be fine-tuned. Iron sharpens iron. At the end of the day, circumstances really and truly makes us. So fear hinders us from achieving what we could. You understand?
Growth.
So at the end of the day, who knows? The person who's for you might be the next person.
Right.
Or it
Henny?
might be the person right next to you, the same friend zone person.
Your
That might be the
soulmate
right
is out
person
there,
for you.
Henny.
So sometimes it's good to stay in a friend zone, you know. Because your true soulmate might be that individual you're in a friend zone with, but that person is just in a situation that you are there to get them out of.
Or they do their own work.
You see you?
Sometimes sometimes persons, you know, growing up in school, they used to say, women mature a lot faster than males, and just in the sport of growth and you know the things that would happen and you know in the body and so on. And so sometimes it's the same with the situations of life. Just like you mentioned, Lola might see a thing a particular way because of her exposure. And whereas you might, right, well, still the exposure, right? But now your exposure and might be one that, you get hers and yours, and then all those to come, right? And so it might be somebody coming out of those to come or those from Lola's experience, but they have to get their own growth. They have to get their insight to be able to then say, well, oh wow, what a marvelous Hennessy this is. The cognac of it alone is a cologne of its own.
Song so beautiful.
So, anything else we can get? I think I'm going to go off of what you've been saying all night. Communication.
Yeah, that's the strongest part of it.
Just communicate and say, this is what I want. You don't want this. Deuces. I'm not going to invest time and energy if you're not where I'm at.
Right.
So communication, honest, as Henny would say, communication. It can't just be communication, because you can communicate and don't say nothing.
Correct.
It has to be honest communication.
And don't get bent up where the communication is misconstrued, you know what I mean? Right. Where now it sounds like an attack versus it just being a genuine conversation with note, to make note, you know, of its urgency or just what it is. And so that you give that person a fair chance in terms of, oh, you know, I didn't even know that you saw it that way. And they might just say, okay, go ahead. Bye. Or they might say, well, oh, this is what's going on. I didn't even know all of that, you know.
Right.
And so you can collectively move forward.
I thought tonight was very interesting.
Very.
But
I enjoy it.
I really and truly want the women to understand that, how to put it, it's not that you're not enough. To me, it's more along of a misalignment. You may not be where he is, he may not be where you are, but that doesn't mean that you are not an amazing person.
Right.
You just ain't the one that he wants. And if you're not the one he wants, that's okay. Because a lot of people who want you, you don't want them same way. So
Right.
you have to be fair, and just basically don't, how to put it, measure yourself based on whether or not he wants you.
Oh, measure your worth. Okay.
Yeah.
Got you.
Do the walk.
I like this conversation, man. Y'all get me out of my comfort zone.
I like that.
Yeah, it's good
Yeah.
to not
I
speak
like
about
that, I like
politics.
I'm telling you, it's
like
such
that.
an awesome thing, right?
It's good.
But you know, if this episode meant something to you, like it. What did I say? Love up.
Love it up. Share it. Tell your auntie to share with your grandmother and your, aunt, your great aunt and everyone. Share our YouTube link, people.
Yeah.
More of this to come.
Will do.
I
Yeah,
really
subscribe,
like.
subscribe.
Subscribe to YouTube page. That's true. I had like this
Subscribe.
conversation. Kind of starter.
Can I say?
I'm trying not to be salty and bitter, but the men were giving education and
Yes, they were.
information that is needed to be
Insight
heard.
that I never knew.
Yes, you need
So
to.
ladies,
We need to
be
sit down
careful.
and listen.
And we appreciate the callers, you know, like, I mean,
Yeah,
even
very
the
much.
one, the
Yeah, the
definition,
guy-
the
the guy that
clarify,
called.
Yes.
the glossary of our friend and set it clear, respect, you know.
I guess this is my turn, or everybody finished doing their piece.
Y'all have any closing things, like what stood out for you,
Right.
in the show? Everything that we've discussed, anything that stood out so much you want to leave with the women.
Yeah, value yourselves, women. Strongest point, NJ, I mean, like, what you give out is what gonna come back. You know, if you're out there running the street,
Noted.
and as was said before, you want to be out on the street, don't accept no man to want to pick you up, come be no housewife when you still want to run your. If you want to run your game.
Correct.
You check. When you're ready, you find somebody who you're gonna settle down with. But don't try to settle down when you know you're still running the streets and doing your thing.
Right.
Don't confuse anybody. You know what I'm saying? Because they're gonna go back to what you were saying. Purpose. A man have his purpose. A man is driven. He might be attracted to you, but if you ain't bringing nothing to the table, and be honest with yourself, bounce and let a man grow. Let a man do his thing. Same thing for men too.
Yeah.
Don't pick up no sister if you know you still want to be a little hoe. Just leave them.
Well said.
Yeah, because
Correct.
like you were saying, you have some very good women out there, strong values, strong principles, and we as men, I gonna be honest,
We break them.
we as men, we break these women and we force them now to go pick up our kind of Harry Potter and Peter Pan out of the street and a bunch of weirdos. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Weirdos.
yeah, you know, like,
You're silly, you know.
yeah, be strong and righteous for the sisters.
Well said.
nice.
Well said. Well said.
We're gonna make that a TikTok clip, by the way.
And then in so
Well
doing,
said.
just to piggyback, in so doing, it just enriches the culture of that. Because, you know, and not putting the pressure just on the women, you know, but it allows now the men recognizing that if that's what you want, you know, you got, you know, come up to the standard. And vice versa, the women will see that men are now being more consistent, more pursuant, more
Intentional.
purpose-driven, yeah. And so, you know, they could rise to it, and you minimize the excuses. You know, and you build a better community, you know. But at the end of the day, too, I think it's also important to work on your core. Again, you know, your core beliefs, make a big thing out of that and strive for that, because that's a clear map to the person or how they're being, because you can measure them according to that, you know, their relationship with Christ and stuff like that, you know. And so you can see that they're striving to that. And, you know, in that, you know, you have a level of grace, but also see that they're doing the work, you know? So, yeah.
I'm so proud of you.
I like that.
That was nice. That was very nice. So, anyone else wants to add before Henny does her thing? All right. So, Henny, take it away.
All right. Sometimes being put in the friend zone can feel like rejection. But what feels like rejection to us can actually be God's protection. If someone doesn't see your value, that doesn't make you less valuable. It simply means they are not the one assigned to carry your heart. Psalms 139, 1 and 14, says, reminds us, I praise you because I am fearfully and wonderfully made. Your works are wonderful. I know that full well. You never have to beg to be chosen because you are already chosen by God.
Amen.
The friend zone isn't the end. It's just a space where God is keeping you until he aligns you with the right one who will see, honor, and cherish the blessing that you are.
Oh, you didn't know? Boom. That's a lot.
I don't think there's nothing to add after that.
Yeah.
That's a wrap right there.
Yep.
So wrap it.
So I thank on behalf of the Love Link management and staff.
Yeah.
We would like to specially thank these three men. Those of you who are listening, you give us some hearts if you want them to come back for another episode or two.
Hello, especially listen, all y'all. Y'all have to come back.
All right.
You gotta come back, man.
So, we really and truly do appreciate. Continue to listen on the Signal 284. Sunday night is a good night. We play some love music. So, we want to keep the love linking some more.
Amen.
So, with that being said, we will all come into the mic and say, good